Hey everybody, I hope you are having an amazing day today. My name is Mercer and another one of these. I'm not really excited for this fight. I mean, I'm not like disappointed. I actually really like these two characters. I think that Batgirl especially is just a very cool character. Because not only is like she's like an inspiration for the physically disabled community, which in my opinion is just very inspiring. Like she really has a cool story, being like a pretty close connection to Batman. And Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider, I'm gonna refer to her as Spider-Gwen for this episode just because that's how Death Battle referred to her in the trailer, is also very cool. But like, I, I think the main reason I don't like this fight is that it's a repetitive Marvel versus DC fight. Like, I would even much rather like to see Batwoman versus Spider-Woman more than this fight, just because they are like more distance to Spider-Man and Batman than these two are. They're just literally just two proteges, kind of. Well, Spider-Gwen's a little bit different. Batgirl is a protege though. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Marvel versus DC fights that I don't want to see, or I do not physically want to watch on the show. Like I'm not really up to see anyone like I don't want to see Thor versus Shazam there because we've seen Thor. Sorry about that if you've heard that in the background. It's an exercise ball falling, but we've seen Thor twice, and we've seen Shazam once, and the fight he was in wasn't even that good. I mean, I like most Death Battle episodes I see. I think they're all pretty cool and all, but I did not like Captain Marvel versus Shazam, mostly because of just how repetitive it was. Like, the only reason they were there is because that they had the same name. And I don't want this to be in live action. I mean, if they were going to make this in live action, I'd prefer this over Red Hood versus Winter Soldier. Not saying that they are. They're definitely not doing it in live action. Disclaimer. But I think they'll probably do 3D models if I had to guess. But if they do pixels, that'd be pretty cool too. Just to stay original to like um, Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099 or Batman versus Spider-Man. To which both of those episodes were fine. I mean, like Spider-Man 2099 and Batman Beyond were like two like completely different characters, and I really liked that fight a lot. But like three DC Marvel fights that I'd really be up to see are Cyborg Superman versus Ragnarok, Killer Croc versus the Lizard, which is, yes, a Batman versus Spider-Man, man, but you get it. It's highly requested. It's a legacy fight, even, I could go as far as say. And I would probably have to give the last one to, let's say, Dormammu versus Trigon. That's always been my big one. Moving on. This fight. Who do I think wins? I think Spider-Gwen probably wins this fight. I mean, no offense to Batgirl, but I don't think she has like the skill. Like I know, well, how do I say this? I don't think she has the physical stats to come close to Spider-Gwen. The point being is that Batgirl likely has the advantage in experience, martial arts skill, raw cunning, and experience. I think I just said experience. Ah, well, no. Spider-Gwen has the advantage in all forms of physical stats, being like strength, speed, and durability, as well as they have a pretty fairly matched arsenal. Batgirl has your classic Bat people arsenal, I guess. That being batarangs, a bat claw, explosive batarangs, explosive bombs, smoke pellets to give her the stealth, I guess. She has martial arts skill and training in jujitsu, taekwondo, gymnastics, and of course acrobatic training from her on and again, off again love interest Dick Grayson, as well as highly trained training in all forms of police combat from her father, and forms in Taekwondo, Jiu Jitsu, Krav Maga, and stealth artistry from the Dark Knight himself. And that's a pretty good fairly match, but Spider Gwen has fought a much deadlier martial artist than Barbara Gordon. The main one being her fight with Craven the Hunter. Sorry, that was my best impression. I mean, you could go as far to say that Barbara Gordon is more skilled than Craven the Hunter, but I don't think that's true. Craven the Hunter has probably had more decades of experience longer than Batgirl. Also, Spider-Gwen has kept up with much more dangerous martial artists than him. I'm talking, gosh, let me check. It's a long list. I think she did technically. Yeah, she fought X-23, who can rival Wolverine, who's been going on for years as a martial artist. He's, yes, I know you're thinking Wolverine's not a martial artist, but he really is. Also, she has the depictable spider people powers, that being superhuman strength, speed, durability, and the ability to cling to walls, web shoot, and spider sense. The web shooting is from her web shooters, though. Also, Batgirl has like Kevlar titanium armor and advanced, comm communications, and I just don't think that's going to be much of an ally in this fight. Spider-Gwen has the spider sense, which allows her to probably keep up with any form of Batgirl's gadgets, including the smoke pellets, which I think is her normal big factor. She has lifted large crates before and thrown them with ease, but Spider-Gwen can keep up with. I don't know if she can keep up with Peter Parker, but well, she possibly could. I mean, you could say that she's not fully kept up with Peter Parker Spider-Man, but it's just like a raw matter of experience, I guess. I mean, I could go along into hinting that she did, but I do think that Spider-Gwen is actually faster and stronger than anything that Batgirl has kept up with. Batgirl did dodge a laser before in the comics, but it was very close call. While Spider-Gwen could definitely do the same, and has also dodged automatic, yeah, not automatic gunfire. She's dodged lightning before, which is crazy, and kept up with Miles, who can do that too. Not to mention kept up with Miles, who can survive an explosion. She actually has the advantages in speed and durability, but she has lifted far heavier objects, like a 5-ton truck. Yes, or possibly 5 to 10-ton truck. In the end, I think Spider-Gwen wins. Always be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see y'all in the next one.